guys, I'm Brian.
And I'm Terry.
Welcome back to another episode in our Forest to Farm series here on Survival Dispatch. Today we're looking at hooking an implement up to your tractor, and this is our first implement, rear implement, and it's a box blade from Everything Attachments. And I'll tell you, this is one of the best implements we could have bought. We have used it a ton out here.
Looking back, we're very pleased. Great investment.
Yeah.
A little wider, I think, than a lot of people suggest, but it's only got 4 of the scaffires, the little diggers.
The teeth.
Yeah. As opposed to 5 or 6 that a lot of this size box would.
It's meant for a compact tractor, so by having one less tooth, it's less dig power against it, so less resistance.
But you still got the area that will fill up, and that tractor pulls it. A lot of people say, well, box that big's just going to bog that tractor down. We have had 0 issues bogging the tractor down. When
you're in low like you're supposed to be, four-wheel drive. Yeah, the trick is with a tractor, if you are using a ground engaging implement, you are in low and you're in 4-wheel drive. And if you throttle up like you're supposed to, you have 0 issues. We have dug in this hard Carolina clay at maximum depth and had 0 issues until you hit a big root and then you stop dead in your tracks.
Right, and I've specifically watched people talk about problems with their box blade bogging their tractor down, and when somebody will announce, hey, I got this new implement, and then like on Facebook. Yeah. And then they'll be in the Midwest and I'm thinking, okay, I know what the soil's like up there. It's nothing like this. It's like just fluffy compared to here. Yep. And if they're bogging that thing down, they're trying to run it hard and fast. Yeah, you've got to go slow. It's not meant to do that. No. Maybe on a big tractor, but not this little thing.
Low is not fast by any means, but it's as fast as you need to go. It takes time to do this work right. Right. And not tear the machine up. And Dad made a big boo-boo in this video, so the safety Nazis are going to call him out on it, and you should. Yeah, well, it was the first time we ever hooked anything up. Yep. We were early in filming, really, with our channel here. So there's a lot of learning. Early in tractor usage in general. A lot of learning going on, and he got off the tractor, started filming. I started messing with the box, hooking it up. You'll see in a minute. Tractor was running the whole time. That's a 385-pound box, 2,000-pound tractor. Either one of them will eat you alive, and I shouldn't have been between there. I should have turned it off when I got off the tractor. That should have happened. Yeah. So we both made a boo-boo. That's it. You got a mosquito right between your eyes. I feel it. I really want to slap the crap out of that thing. One of these days he will do it. Yeah. But so keep that in mind. You need to be as safety conscious as possible, especially when you're out on a homestead working. There may not be help nearby, and if you get pinched between those, that's a bad situation real quick. Big owie. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you've never hooked an implement up to a tractor, this is a good experience for you guys to see, our thought process and how to hook it up and make it efficient. It's our first time. Well, second. We hooked it up to get it over here. Right. And then we hooked it up again on video. So literally the second time hooking up an implement. And we're rookies. So we've learned a lot since then. Oh yeah. But for any rookie out there, we figured this is good because your mentality of how to hook it up is probably going to be similar to ours. And if you're looking to do anything like we are, you're going to be using a tractor at some point more than likely, and you're going to have either a disc, a tiller, a box blade, or a bush hog, some kind of rear implement that needs to be hooked up to that 3-point hitch. Definitely. And they're all going to hook up in the same manner. Basically. Unless you have a quick hitch that you just flip a button and then you flip a button again and you're done. That's what we want. Eventually. And that costs a lot of money. I want that top link to be one of them hydraulic that just push the button. And he wants to be lazy. No, I just think it's efficient. There you go. It's cool. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Yep.
We got a box blade from Everything Attachments, by the way, and we're hooking it up to our new Kubota tractor here. And it's, not a complicated procedure at all, but for a newbie, it can be a little bit confusing or frustrating or whatever. And you can muscle that box blade around, and they're heavy, 385 pounds. Or you can figure out, how can I hook this thing up with the greatest of ease. That's it. So we looked it over before we tried to hook anything up, and this will be our second time hooking it up. But we're just going to show you for the newbies. I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that'll say, man, you don't even need to do this or that, just do it this way. And this is our process for getting it hooked up. Yeah, so I'm sure there's better ways, but let's check it out here. Yep. Yeah. Basically, we came over here and we said, well, we were at home, but we said, we got to put that on here. So how we're going to hook this up, are we going to get this exactly the right height and back it in there and have it exactly the right width? These things move around. So we looked at that and we said, if they're moving, then it'll be easy to line them up if they aren't already lined up exactly. But we will have to move them by hand. And we said we need to be within this range between these 2 tabs to mount on here. So the first thing come to mind was, how wide is that? Well, the very smallest area is a little over 25. I don't know if you can see that, Brian, but it's a little over 25 on this particular box blade from Everything Attachments. We like our box blade. So anyway, I come in here and I said, well, that's the smallest possible point. Got in here, and that ball's a little stiff, but anyway, measured between the ball, not the bar, because the ball is your smallest point in here. And we push that one out that way, pull this one this way, and I can look down there and see that's only about 24 and a half. So no matter what we do, that is not going on that box blade. So Kubota has this nice little attachment here, or apparatus to make it
nice quick adjust.
Quick adjust, there you go, to make it easier. Well, we were too small. It's not going out wide enough. It wasn't much off, less than, well, about an inch. So I'm going to add one more hole. And that gives me a little more distance. It expands the distance that these things will go. It lessens how far together they'll go, but we're too close, so we want to make it a little wider. Put this pin in here again so I don't lose this pin. Now, this
on the other side.
And this, if you set these up, you could set these up so that box blade would ride over here or right over there, depending on what you're doing. So you want to keep these balanced. If this one's on a particular spot, you want this one on that same spot. If you want the box blade to ride, or whatever implement, centered behind the tractor. So I moved this one back one because it gave me more distance I could go out. So I need to move this one the same distance by one. Pull that pin, slide it over, and go one more hole. Now it's out a little bit further too. So now we can go out even further than we were before, but it's still equal distance. They're both equal, so it can rock back and forth a little bit, but it's limited how far it can go by where you set these pins. So we want to keep it square. What we're going to be doing with the tractor is going to be just digging a straight hole, no fancy work. So now let's see what the minimum is. We can go all the way up to 27 1/4 on the minimum.
On the maximum.
Maximum. And it's still right around 24 on the inside, but we're getting this
We've got that
much further out. I didn't even pull that. Oh Lord, we can go out to 31 now. So now, when we back this tractor up, we want to try and center it. Obviously, it's not going to be here because it's squeezed in right now. We'll have to move them out. But we want to center it between these so that we can easily pull them out and hook them up. Then, we first started out, we were backing it up, and we had the thing raised up. Brian was driving, and he raised it up till it was right in line with this. Start backing up, it's going to hit. So now, do I get between this tractor and this box blade and try and line these things up so that he can back on into it? And I try to keep them both lined up, not getting my fingers pinched between there, not getting run over by that tire or have that box blade get pushed over on me or something. So we figured out, wait a minute, we can lift this up. So keep it low, center it up and back in here with it below these. You'll be under them, and then all you got to do is I can stand over there and eyeball it, or he can eyeball it and try and get this lined up with this pin vertically here, but under it, and then just push this wherever you need it to get between there and lift it up and hook it up. And you'll have to do the same on the other side, but makes it much easier.
All right, let's do it.
Let's hook it up and see how it goes. So now he's keeping it centered on the tractor. Okay, so I don't think we're perfectly lined up, but we're close. I'm not gonna be able to get lined up, but let's see. I didn't want to have to muscle this thing around if we didn't have to, but we might have to a little bit. Let's see how this is gonna hit. Yeah, it needs to be back just a little bit. How hard is it gonna be to move this? Not too bad, is it?
No. Yeah, we just make that adjusted.
That's looking good. So, you gonna line?
There we go.
I can get it. Oh, that pin needs to be out. Yeah.
There we go.
Get that up between there.
Drop it down just a little bit.
Well, just hold on a minute. And I'm in. So let's hook this side up. Now, it's obviously, it's lined up and down, but it's a bit too far back. I'll put my knees between here, push out with my superhuman strength again, get through that ball. Voila!
And it's in there.
She's home. Okay, one thing we did notice, Kubota provided this pin, and this pin fits in there just fine. But if you look at the length, it just barely reaches through, and it's actually part of the hole's covered up. And their clip here, what do you call this?
Their retention pin, whatever that is.
Retention pin won't quite go. If you can see, it's just not, I mean, I could force it, but it's going to scrape the paint off of there. It's really tight. Why fight with it?
So
we took that bad boy out of there.
We went to
Tractor Supply. We also, while we were there, we knew we'd probably lose some or break some or whatever, so we bought whatever the size that is there, and we bought 2 more here. We went,
and if you look at Tractor Supply's pins,
yeah,
they are, get the other one out.
They allow you a little more.
It's flat on the back.
This top part's flat, but see how the rounded part, if you look at the ends especially, the round one on
this side is the factory one from Kubota. This is from Tractor Supply. This will fit in a lot better in tight spaces. Because
of that flat side going against the steel right here. It really helps out.
Yep.
Get rid of that. So now
you got 2 pins in your hand.
Huh? Oh yeah. So, and we bought this as also, we went ahead and bought it. We didn't know what implements we might be using and what the span might be on them. We bought it a little bit bigger. So that should get us through most jobs, hopefully.
Yeah.
Now, as you can see, this is not gonna go through there because it's not long enough. Very simply, just turn this bad boy till it's long enough. And I've seen people grab this and spin it. Well, that's going to throw it out of balance. You got threads here and threads there. You want to hold this and turn this here around. That way both bolts are extending or contracting at the same rate, so you've got a balance between the ends. You get this one run out really far and that one's all the way to the end, it's going to be all messed up. So don't ever grab this and spin it. Just spin it right here and get it over with. A little more effort, but not much. And I'm lined up, and of course this moves up and down, so that's easy to line up. And then boom, boom. We're ready to move some dirt.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, it's just our methods for hooking this up. I think it works well. It's pretty efficient.
We're rookies, and for you pros out there, we know we didn't do everything perfect, but we got it done.
Yeah, it gets the job done. That's all that matters. So, you know, check back soon. We're going to have a lot more tractor videos. We've got a lot of tractor work going on out here, and we're going to share everything we can with you, as well as some great new stuff we recently got that we added to our tractor. We got a nice canopy. We'll take you through that, and some other great accessories that will definitely make life a lot easier out here on the homestead.
Yeah, definitely. And if anybody has any tips on any of these videos that we're doing, but like these tractor videos particularly, we'd love to hear it, because
drop a comment below, definitely.
Yeah, we're always willing to learn new stuff.
Oh yeah, even if we find out we're fools, we don't care. We want to improve and learn. So just let us know. Tell us we're fools.
Yeah, I don't think we're fools, but we got a lot to learn.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give us a big thumbs up for a like. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you get notified when new videos come out. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook, and have a good one, guys.
See you next time.